Hey traders, this is Jeff from Zen Trader, and we're oversold. I do fully expect a bounce here. I've got some charts that kind of stood out and I thought were interesting. And the last one I think is going to really surprise you where I think oil's headed. And you can see here on the Nasdaq daily, we're outside the lower counter on all of the indexes. Really oversold would be this 4-day moving average being down here below the counter like it is here, but there are some indicators that really look stretched. The TSX here right down at the June lows. I haven't taken any profits. I have a small position in this. I got short when my Toronto time mix signal issued a sell, and I'm just going to hold this one because I think that well, first off, it's really odd that the Toronto Stock Exchange is selling off so much when you figure it's heavily laden with gold and silver miners, and gold and silver are really moving higher, so that's a little strange. Can't really figure that one out, but when you look at the daily on the TSX, I still think this one could go down further, so I'm just going to hold that. I did trim another third of my short ETFs today because I do expect a bounce, and I will add on intraday strength. When you look at this daily of the Dow, this is just really ugly, and the fact that we don't have positive divergence yet is a little bit shocking. And the other thing that I wanted to touch upon is these markets have been dropping, and these are the times when you have like I really hate to say it, but like a flash crash or just a washout, a flush out, whatever you want to call it, because you get margin calls, you get people throwing in the towel who have been long, who've been holding through this, hoping every single uptick is the start of a new uptrend, and eventually they just throw in the towel. So we could have a washout tomorrow at the open. That wouldn't surprise me, but I would be expecting some kind of 1 to 5 day bounce. Here you've got the Nasdaq advanced decline hitting new lows, so this is a lagging indicator, I would say. So if it's hitting new lows now, we'll probably bounce a little, roll over, and then continue moving lower. Oh, same chart. The NYSE advanced decline. This is really, this is getting down to areas where it's almost assured that it's going to bounce the next day. The last chart I wanted to look at, I wanted to spend some time on, is USO. And you've got gold heading higher, silver, you've got bonds. I did a post on TBT TLT 2 days ago, I think, and it looks like TLT is going to be the winner. TBT broke down through some serious support, and TLT had a really nice move, so it looks like bonds are going to go higher. Didn't really expect that, but I was pretty much open to that trade going the other way. But when you look at USO, you've got a very obvious head and shoulders pattern that's it's kind of been there for a while, and it really looks like it's starting to pick up some steam. A head and shoulder on this side of the head, you're supposed to have heavy volume, and you do. On the right shoulder, you're supposed to have heavy selling, and I would say that you've got some heavy selling. You even have some heavy selling on this side of the left shoulder. So that's what some of the characteristics that make up a head and shoulders. Then you've got this neckline. Now, what's interesting about this is it measures 10 points lower from here would be 25. That's essentially a 30% haircut on USO. A 30% haircut on oil would put it about $61 a barrel. Just throwing it out there. Could happen. So be careful out there, guys, but expect to bounce.